atmosphere as we get underway. You can just feel the tension mounting. You never know quite what is going to happen in this game. And Deco. Van Bronckhorst. That will be a goal kick. Here's Van Nistelrooy. Excellent defending there. And he lays it back. Messi. We're waiting for the first goal, and a good cross here could set one up. Cut out well. And Emerson. A great block there to throw it. Mahmoud Diarra. And Fabio Cannavaro. The defence has done well so far. Beckham. Get the ball back. Looking around for support.
This looks like a promising cross. That's picked up by the keeper.
Fabio Cannavaro. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. They're in a good position down the left. Collects the ball nicely. Raul! Emerson. Fabio Cannavaro. And Roberto Carlos. Knocks it through. There's a chance for a cross here. Can he create something? Beckham. Traps the ball neatly. He may whip the cross in. Here's Messi. Mahmoud Diarra. Fabio Cannavaro. Sends it back to him. Stop the attack well. Passes back to the keeper. Michel Salgado. Emerson. Emerson! They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. And Michel Salgado. Mahmoud Diarra. Fabio Cannavaro. Jarby. Here's Van Bronckhorst. Marquez. Zambrotta. And Messi. Wonderfully won there. Wins possession to stop the attack. Jarby. Here's Messi. Eto'o. And Deco. Nothing wrong with that challenge, says the referee. Beckham. Emerson. Here's Raul. Emerson. Raul Bravo. And Edmilson. Deco. Who's going to get on the end of that? No way through. Messi. The keeper deals with it. Beckham. Don't give it away there. And Eto'o. Xabi. Threads it through the defence. Ronaldinho.
And that shot comes off the keeper's gloves and out of play. It's a corner.
It's sailing across the face of goal. Oh, it's in! What a goal! They've broken the deadlock. 15 minutes play. Superb header. A lot of fans were waiting for that goal and they have been rewarded.
That just underlined the quality of their attack. And this is how it will happen.
They're a goal down, Trevor. What would you do if you were in the manager's shoes now?
I think he's got to tell them not to panic. Keep playing their own football and the chances will come.
15 minutes gone. And Emerson. Raul. Roberto Carlos. Raul Bravo. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. And Beckham. Runs with the ball towards the right flag. Took him out. Free kick awarded. Yellow card. And I must say that does seem a little harsh. But he was nowhere near the ball, so maybe the right decision really by the referee.
Well, that's the kind of thing referees have been told to clamp down on.
He's carried the ball forward. Dealt with that threat well. And Roberto Carlos. Michel Salgado. Here's Beckham. And Fabio Cannavaro. Here's Xabi. Deco. Here's Ronaldinho. Opportunity here. And he lays it back. Xabi. Can he hit the target? He shoots again. Got the shot in, but it's gone over.
Well, it's an excellent bit of pressure up front to make the chance. They'd be sorry, though, they've just missed the goal.
Here's Messi. And Puyol. Van Bronckhorst. Here's Edmilson. Ronaldinho. He's laid on one goal so far. Needs a sight of goal. No, that was never going to go in.
Well, you know, Peter, the defender should have been much closer on him. He was sloppy defended, really, to give him so much space.
Made no attempt to play the ball. In comes the cross. Receives it in space. Ball free kick awarded in a very promising position here. This could be a chance for an equaliser. It's it!
That was a superb interception.
Beckham. He's looking for support. Here's Edmilson. Here's Xabi. Stay on the ball there. Xabi. Finds his man. Here's Edmilson. Oh, great defending there. Held on to the ball there. Van Nistelrooy. Here's Edmilson. dangerous position. Can they do something with it?
Great cross.
And Michel Salgado sends it back to him. Here's Cassano. Pushing further forward. On the ball here. He's carried the ball forward. Booted to safety. That will be a throw-in. Raul. They need to equalise, and good service here might set it up. It's clear. Raul. Mohamed Diarra. Eto. Julio. Here's Zambrotta. 15 minutes left of the first half. Mohamed Diarra. Van Nistelrooy. And Roberto Carlos. Still going, real chance here. Here's Emerson. Dealt with that threat well. Here's Deco. And Edmilson. Jabi. Deco. Still on the ball here. Edmilson. Here's Jabi. A good ball in could give them another goal here. Good attacking pressure there. Throw in a good area. They're still on the attack here. Here's Cassano. Van Nistelrooy. Will this be a goal? Deco. Here's Jabi. And Emerson. Roberto Carlos. Raul Bravo. And Fabio Cannavaro. Cassano. And Beckham. Offside flag raised. He was just in an offside position then, so free kick to the opposition. Edmilson. And Marquez. Ronaldinho. And Jabi. Here's Eto. Showed his quality in defence there with that interception. Beckham. And Michel Salgado. Raul Bravo. He's on the rampage.
It's a promising ball in.
The defence has done well so far. Can they keep defending like that? And Messi. And Eto. Here's Messi. And Fabio Cannavaro. Here's Roberto Carlos. Fabio Cannavaro. And Michel Salgado. The right-hand channel is an option. Wins the ball, great defending. Edmilson. Ronaldinho. Completely mistimed his challenge then. Free kick given. It's a yellow card. It was a bad tackle, and the referee has taken exception to it and says that is bad enough for a booking. He's hit the ball in. Edmilson! Can he hit the target? That's behind the goal by the keeper. That'll be a corner. To the target in the middle. It's been cleared. Cassano carries the ball through the middle. Magnificently executed through ball. They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. Diarra. Here's Emerson. Here's Raul. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. Only 5 minutes left on the clock until the break. Just the one goal divides them. Deco.
That was a poor pass.
He's still on the run. That was careless. Here's Edmilson.
That was a poor pass.
Possession lost there. Not a good challenge at all. Free kick call. And Raul. Down the left-hand channel. Ball held on to that. Here's Raul. Raul Bravo. And Emerson. Raul. Here's Roberto Carlos. There's a chance for a cross here. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Now have possession here. Cassano. Hang on to the ball. Promising position here. Here's Roberto Carlos. Mahmoud Diarra. Back to the keeper. Well, great to defending there. And Deco. Played through. Here's Michael Salgado. Down the line. Nice footwork. Messi. Can he keep it going? Raul Bravo. Fabio Cannavaro. Here's Beckham. Emerson. Here's Cassano. Brought an end to the attack. The first 45 minutes is over, and the teams head off towards the dressing rooms here. So, Trevor, what's your take on the game so far?
Well, what they're doing right is taking every opportunity they get and using it to full advantage.
1-0 the scoreline then. How long will it stay like that in the second half, I wonder? The second half is underway. Managers have had their half-time talks. See how the players respond now. It's as you were for both teams with no substitutions. Fabio Cannavaro. Here's Beckham. Mahmoud Diarra. They're moving well down the right-hand side. Pass went astray. Here's Beckham. And Fabio Cannavaro. Van Nistelrooy. He cleared. And Messi. They win possession. Ronaldinho. Jabi. Possession lost there. That's tidy footwork. Van Nistelrooy showed his defensive quality there. Keeper's there. He's made the right move and picks it up. He's well beaten to the ball there. Snuffed out the danger. Here's Cassano. Ball given away there. Van Nistelrooy. Here's Zambrotta. Steals the ball. They're on the attack. Van Nistelrooy. That was closer to the corner flag.
Brett was a bit unlucky because I think the keeper may have taken his eye off the ball.
Stay on the ball there. And Jabi. Messi. Really stopped in his tracks there. Michel Salgado. And Beckham. Michel Salgado. Doesn't manage to get that one through. He has to do better than that. Here's Messi. Ronaldinho. Van Bronckhorst. Here's Deco. Here's Ed Milson. The ball still with them here. Van Bronckhorst. In possession, down the left wing. Messi. Oh, it's gone in. They stretch their lead to 2 goals. Close start on the break. It's a tremendous header. They lead looking more comfortable now. Williams here switch to defensive tactics, I wonder. Where did he come from? They now have a 2-goal cushion at 2-0. And Van Nistelrooy. Emerson. It's out of play, and that's a goal kick. And Roberto Carlos. Beckham. Here's Michel Salgado. Mahamoude Diarra. Raul Bravo. And Emerson. The defender was quick to see this one. Diarra. Here's Beckham. Looking around for support. And Raul. Fabio Cannavaro. And Michel Salgado.
Good running off the ball here. A chance to whip it in.
Clear. Here's Beckham. Raul. He's in the box. I'll be disappointed there. Not enough accuracy on the shot.
Not a bad attempt, but it just didn't have the quality.
Ronaldo. Hung on to the ball in a good position. Punched away. It's a corner as the keeper punches that one. Who's waiting in the middle? Will he find the space? From header on goal!
Oh, he got under that one. Never threatened the goal. He got the cross in from the left all right, finding a man in space, but the shot wasn't quite up to it.
And Puyol. Van Bronckhorst. 15 minutes of the second half gone. And Edmilson. Here's Van Bronckhorst. Down the left flank. He needs to deliver a good ball in.
This is a testing ball in.
Emerson. Here's Beckham. Fabio Cannavaro. Raul Bravo. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. Raul Bravo. He's off down the left wing. He may whip the cross in. Here's Emerson. Beautiful move. Here's Ronaldinho. Eto'o. A clean take by the keeper. Comes off his line and makes it his. Van Nistelrooy. And sight of goal here. Superbly done. They'll fancy their chances of drawing levelled out. Can they make a heroic comeback from here? And that's the beginnings of a comeback then. Great goal there, Trevor. A superb run and finish.
He just skimmed past the defence. With pace like that, they were never going to catch him.
Well, the goal has brought them back to reality here. Ronaldinho and Jabi. Possession maintained, shots here. Solid defence here. Ronaldo.
A great skill.
Safely into the keeper's gloves. Here's Van Bronckhorst. Caught in defence. Real chance here. Jabi. Here's Zambrota. There's not a lot of support. Here's Marquez. Van Bronckhorst. Ronaldinho. And Deco. Nice work to keep possession too. Possession lost there. Beckham. Looking for support now. Moved with the safety. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. Emerson. Dealt with the threat expertly. Keep possession. Ronaldinho. And passes the ball back. Van Bronckhorst. Chooses to go down the left. Needs to find the target with the ball in. Clear. Here's Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. The route down the right is his preferred option. Keeper couldn't take it cleanly. It's gone behind though for a corner. To the target in the middle. Van Nistelrooy. And Jabi. Messi. Here's Deco. Ronaldinho. Here's Van Bronckhorst. Another throw in a great position. Still going, real chance here. Well worked to win the ball. Almost 75 minutes have gone. And Cassano. Raul. And Emerson. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. And Michel Salgado. Beckham. To the man in space. The keeper's got it. And Van Bronckhorst. He's carrying the ball forward. Don't give it away there. Here's Ed Nielsen. Jabi. And Zambrotta. Here's Jabi. Stopped him illegally. Free kick.
This looks like a promising cross.
Van Nistelrooy. He scored one goal in this game. Fabio Cannavaro. Michel Salgado. And Beckham. They win possession.
That's well cut out.
Possession gained there. Mahmoud Diarra. What do we do here? What's a finish? They are completely in control of the game now. A beautiful left foot finish. What did you make of the goal, Trevor?
Full marks from the finish, but for me it was the pass which flipped the defence and stood out.
3-1. They may try to defend this lead now. Beckham. Here's Michel Salgado. Oh, great defending there. Great work to win the ball. And Cassano. Messi. And Jabi. And Deco. Jabi. Brought an end to the attack. And Ronaldinho. Poor pass picked off there. And Fabio Cannavaro. Michel Salgado. Beckham. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. And Fabio Cannavaro. Spreads the play to the other wing. Chaps it neatly.
It's a promising ball in. And the keeper has it.
Zambrotta. Julio. And Marquez. Here's Deco. free kick. Fabio Cannavaro. And Fabio Cannavaro. Emerson. Mahamoude Diarra. Good pass. Will he test the keeper? Good defending. And Fabio Cannavaro. We're into the last 5 minutes. He's on the rampage. Well worked to win possession. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. Mahamoude Diarra. And Beckham. Michel Salgado. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. There it is. And Emerson lunged in and gave away a free kick. And that's a yellow card for him. Maybe a harsh decision, it would seem. He didn't get the ball. That's what matters to the referee.
That's a nasty chance from behind. We don't need to see that kind of thing happen.
A little too high.
Well, we have seen him go in from there on other occasions, so he was right to try it, just unlucky on the strike.
Here's Ronaldinho. That pass didn't make it. Edmilson. Eto'o. Messi. Chance in the box. Chance to cross. And Zambrotta. Julio. Here's Zambrotta. Julio. They win possession. Here's Van Nistelrooy. And Cassano. Good clearance. There'll be 1 extra minute. Zambrotta. Great work to win the ball. Here's Cassano. Here's Emerson. Well found by his teammate. Cassano. And he was there. That's found the side netting rather than the back of the goal.
He maybe didn't connect properly on the shot, but well done for trying.
Won the ball well. Knocks it out to the flank. Eto'o. The referee's whistle goes and that's it. Really put in the effort today to chalk up the win. Their supporters will be absolutely delighted with the way that they've played too, and of course the result. What for you was the decisive factor, Trevor?
Well, I think their determination gave them what they wanted.
So as the fans make their way home, my thanks go to Trevor beside me.
I really enjoyed it, Peter. A good evening's football.
And it's just time for me to say goodbye, and we'll see you soon. Up as we kick off. A great game expected here, and plenty of goals, we hope. Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one. The ball goes out of play, a good position. It looks like he'll go for a cross. Well, he defended well, very well indeed. Solid defence in the box. Cristiano Zanetti. Chiellini. Would an attack down the left side be worth it? And Del Piero. Del Piero! Not a bad shot, but it's over.
I think if you go it alone like that, you have to finish it off properly. And that's not what's happened.
Mackay. Here's Mackay. Win possession here. Cut out well. Deisler. Lam.
Well, the through ball was not good enough. The danger's gone.
And Del Piero. Here's Nedved. Chiellini. Giannichetta. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. Here's Schweinsteiger. Santa Cruz. And Sanyo. Here's Deisler. Well worked to win the ball. Zebina. And Camoranesi. Cristiano Zanetti. Demichelis. And Schweinsteiger. Lam. Chooses to go down the left flank. This is a dangerous throw-in for the defence to face.
A good delivery needed here.
Trezeguet. Cristiano Zanetti. And Camoranesi. Stopped him well there. Mackay. Ball one here. Oh, great defending there. Lam. And Lucio. He brought it down. Deisler. Shocked him down there. Gives away a free kick. And that is a yellow card. And I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for that tackle. Now he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game.
Well, that's the kind of thing referees have been told to clamp down on.
It went over the goal line. Goal kick here. Santa Cruz. He's carried the ball forward. Here's Demichelis. He needs to deliver a good ball in. Booted to safety. Trezeguet. Brought an end to the attack. Schweinsteiger. And Demichelis. Here's Mackay. Sanyo.
This player's got great skill with his delivery. Could this be a chance?
Possession maintained. Chance here. The danger passes with a timely deflection. It is a corner though. They'll battle for this in the middle. Demichelis! Del Piero. Now the defender read it well. Cristiano Zanetti. Boonsong. Chiellini. Still going, real chance here. Trezeguet.
Snapped up by the keeper.
Deisler. Santa Cruz. Gets it. Turns defence into attack there. Trezeguet. On the ball here. Pass cut out. Sudden chance here. 15 minutes into the first half. Mackay. And Mackay. Ball given away there. Here's Trezeguet. Trezeguet. Was he fouled? No, says the ref. Won the ball well. Schweinsteiger knocks it back to the keeper. Here's Demichelis. Mackay. Chance to cross. Here's Schweinsteiger. There's no stopping him. Zebina. Lam. And Schweinsteiger. Dealt with that threat well. Well maintained there. Well worked to win possession. Demichelis holds on to the ball. He's attacking the right-hand side of the area. And Del Piero. Well worked to win the ball. Here's Sanyo. Beautiful touch. Lucio. And Schweinsteiger. They give away possession. Nedved. And Boomsong. Here's Nedved. Possession gained there. Camoranesi. Zebina. Looking for support now. Demichelis. Lam. Ball given away there. And Demichelis. What a through ball. Who's the target? Mackay. The keeper decides the best option is to punch it, and out it goes for the corner. Drives it to the middle. And coming forward, the keeper collects the ball. Traps the ball neatly. Here's Demichelis. Nicely found. They got a throw in.
He set up nicely for the cross here.
To the man in space. Still have the ball. Demichelis. They give away possession. Here's Trezeguet. Del Piero. Good running on the ball. He could swing it in here. And Deisler. No way through. Almost 30 minutes gone. They win possession. Free kick awarded. Sends it back to him. Samuel. Not the last defender. But the linesman had his flag up then for offside. And Deisler. Demichelis. And Mackay. Gets it. Hold on to the ball. Good attacking position too here. Here's Del Piero. Chiellini. And Camoranesi. Here's Demichelis. Don't give it away there. Here's Schweinsteiger. Over the line for a throw-in. It's knocked back to the keeper. Chiellini. Here's Robert Kovac.
He cut that one out very well.
Santa Cruz. And Schweinsteiger. Ball one, good defending there. Robert Kovac. Cristiano Zanetti. Del Piero. Zebina. Finds his teammate. Del Piero. Oh, it's in! There in front. It's a powerful header. How did you see that from his point?
Well, he was in the right place. A smashing headed goal.
They trail by a goal, Trevor.
Yes, but it's not the end of the world. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Here's Nedved. Ref says fair tackle. Play continues. And Samuel. Looking around for support.
Here's a chance to whip it in.
Still with the ball. Good attacking position too. Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger! Here's Samuel. And Demichelis. Here's Del Piero. Some good running off the ball, putting the pressure on. Well worked to win the ball. And Schweinsteiger. The ref sees nothing wrong, so on we go. Here's Deisler. Demichelis. Zebina. And Camoranesi. Just didn't get anywhere near the ball. Free kick. Mackay. And Schweinsteiger. Well, not a good tackle at all. Free kick given. And that's a yellow card for him. Be a harsh decision, it would seem. But he didn't get the ball, and that's what matters to the referee.
That's a nasty chance from behind. We don't want to see that kind of thing here.
Cristiano Zanetti. And Robert Kovac. Boomsong. Chiellini. And Nedved. A difference of 1 goal here with the half-time break coming out. Runs with the ball towards the right flank. A long-range effort. He cleared. Lam. And he wants it back. Lam. Here's Demichelis. Samuel. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the right. Finds a teammate. Here's Mackay. Can he get a decent cross in? He punches it clear. Sturdy defence here. Here's Nedved. And Boomsong. Robert Kovac. Here's Robert Kovac. Janikeda. Nedved. Janikeda. Carries the ball through the middle. Into the last few seconds we go. It looks as if this is it. Down the left-hand channel. Geisler. Nicely found. Here's Geisler. Good pass. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. The whistle goes for half-time, and the players head off to the dressing rooms, with the managers, no doubt, having plenty to say during the break. What's your take on the half, General? Will we see the lead widen, do you think?
Very difficult to say, really, Peter. Both sides are really all out for the win today.
Just a 1 goal separates them. 1-0 it is, as we await the second half. Into the second half we go, and hopefully another 45 minutes of great football. They've switched sides for the second half. Lam. And Demichelis. He goes on himself. It's created a counter raid for them. He's carrying the ball forward. It looks like he'll go for a cross. Punched away. Anxious moment on the manager's bench there. Could have been a costly mistake. Boomsong. Now have possession here. Geisler. Here's Demichelis. Ball given away. Ismail. Here's Schweinsteiger. Win possession here. Here's Geisler. Ball won here. Schweinsteiger. And Deisler. Lucio. Ismail. Here's Schweinsteiger. He's looking for the target. Through to the safety. Lam. Doesn't manage to get that one through. And Del Piero. Here's Nedved. This looks dangerous. Trezeguet.
He's gone out of play with a punch from the keeper there. In fact, the corner.
They'll battle for this in the middle. It's been cleared. Poorly timed challenge. Santa Cruz. Here's Deisler.
Chance to deliver it in.
Stopped him well there. Samuel. And Demichelis. Still with possession. They can attack from here. Here's Trezeguet. Schweinsteiger. Here's Deisler. Schweinsteiger. Still with the ball in good attacking position too. Mackay. The keeper had his eye on it and saw it go wide of the left post. So an equaliser then would have changed the game, Trevor.
Absolutely, pulling it level is what they want, but they just need that little bit of quality in front of goal to do it.
Deisler launches it high. The keeper didn't hang back, came forward and made the ball his. Here's Boomsong. Camoranesi. Good teamwork there. Finds his man in space. Here's Schweinsteiger. Ball given away there. And Del Piero.
That's a well-timed clearance.
Deisler. And Mackay. Cut out well. Here's Nedved. Here's Boomsong. Good work to keep the ball. And Trezeguet. And Boomsong. Boomsong. Cristiano Zanetti.
It's a clever move to intercept that ball.
And Deisler. Possession maintained here. Can he get the room he needs? Trouble for the defence from the left. Kept possession well on the attack here. Vital interception in his own box. Santa Cruz. And Nedved. We're into the last 30 minutes of the game. Ball one here. Demichelis. And Lucio. Demichelis. Here's Deisler.
A good delivery needed here.
Stopped the attack well. Samuel. Chiellini. And Nedved. Del Piero. Nicely won there. The attack came to nothing. Too obvious. Giannichetta. Cristiano Zanetti. Chiellini. And it's given to the keeper. Possession lost there. Here's Del Piero. Nedved. Giannichetta. Carries the ball through the middle. Extremely important interception there. Poor ball picked off. Would an attack down the right side be worth it? They moved it well down the right-hand side. And he'll deliver the cross. Not a bad effort, but it wasn't on target. A fantastic opportunity to bring the game level there, Trevor.
Yes, to be chucked about that.
Santa Cruz. Here's Schweinsteiger. Lawan. Ismail. And Lucio. Here's Sanyo. He's looking for a free man. Crossing opportunity. Hit on it! They're defending well, very well indeed. The defence has done well so far. Held on to the ball there. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. For the man in space. He goes for the equaliser. The keeper had his eye on it and saw it go wide with the left post.
I wonder if he was trying to curl it in from there. It just didn't come off for him.
Santa Cruz. He's off on the long run. Zebina. Here's Robert Kovac. Chiellini. Down the left flank. Neatly done. All dealt with that threat. It's been hacked away. And Mackay.
A good cross should set something up.
Still their ball. Good attacking position too.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Zebina. Here's Boomsong. Chiellini. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. Hang on to the ball there. Here's Boomsong. Trezeguet. Giannichetta. Superb combination here. And it's gone out for a goal kick. And Del Piero. Nice through ball. And passes the ball back. Nowhere near the ball, foul given. Down the right flank.
He set up nicely for the cross here.
And it's clear. Geisler. Here's Salihamidzic. He's on the rampage. Mackay. Here's Mackay. And he dicks it through. He's punched it away. Chaps it neatly. Still in possession and a good position here. Not a bad try, but it lacked accuracy.
Well, the high ball found its man on the end of it. Shame about the finishing, really.
Trezeguet. Here's Nedved. He wants a chance for a good delivery. Superb intervention. Down the line. They're making good progress down the right side. Salihamidzic hung onto the ball in a good position. And he crosses. Keeper has been kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today.
Bad tackle there. Given away a free kick in a dangerous area. Straight at goal. Wonderful save by the keeper. Santa Cruz.
The defenders are constantly on the back foot.
First of the day today. This is a substitution, surely, that underlines their intentions just to defend this lead. Great opportunity to swing it over from the left there. Drives it to the middle. Can they keep defending like that? Well, there's a late challenge. In hope of changing things around, both managers are to make a substitution. So this, I think, is clear enough. The manager intends just trying to hold on to this lead. Ismail. Back to the keeper. And Demichelis. Chapped it nicely. Dashes along the left side flank. Showed his defensive quality with that interception. Camoranesi. An illegal challenge, says the ref. Given by the referee. Balzaretti. Ball given away.
That was an awful pass.
The keeper comes out and collects it. And Deisler. Zebina. Robert Kovac. The tension here was pretty unbearable. Only one goal separating them and only 5 minutes left. Here's Mackay. Deisler. A solid clearance snuffs out the danger. Well read. Challenge was poor, foul call. Trezeguet. Balzaretti. Chooses to go down the left. They're in a good position down the left. Now here's a chance. He's right on the end of the rebound. He's got it. It's hard to see the throw. It's away now. the final few minutes. And he puts it on way with his right. At 1-0, the game is still wide open, but at 2-0, you begin to feel this like a winning lead. It was such a good shot on the Trevor.
That was a gem, Peter.
They've conceded the goal at the worst time imaginable, Trevor.
Yes, that was a deadly blow. They need to score quickly to haul themselves back into it.
And they still have possession here. Looking for support now. Here's Lucio. Deisler. Here's Scholl. Dealt with that threat well. Up goes the assistant referee's flag. Trying to spring the offside trap. But the run this time just a little too early. Pizarro. Here's Deisler. It's clear. Ismail. Scholl. Here's Schweinsteiger. Scholl. Pizarro. Get the ball back. Here's Camoranesi. Reads it well. And Deisler. Salihamidzic. It's the last chance to get one back here with a good cross. He controlled the shot well, but it was straightforward for the keeper, really.
It wasn't an easy shot to handle, but the keeper did a fantastic job.
The referee's whistle ends the game. An exhilarating performance by them today. Their manager will be more than happy as they emerge as such worthy winners. So, Trevor, your thoughts?
It was an entertaining game, full of attacking football. Let's hope we see more of the same from both sides in the future.
And that's the end of this afternoon's broadcast, so all that remains for me to do is to thank Trevor Brooking for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
And we look forward to seeing you at the next game. Goodbye. Kickoff. I wonder what drama will unfold today. Who has the most desire to win this one? We shall see. Here's Emerson. And Lucio. Cafu. He continues his run down the right. They can swing it in from the right wing. He crosses it in. Roberto. Down the left. They keep the pressure on by winning a corner. It's into the face of goal. Receives a pass. They have another scoring opportunity. sailing across the face of goal. Lovely control here. Stay on the ball there. Here's Kaká. And Emerson. They're in a good position down the right. The ball in, but no one can make a connection. Nicely won there. The attack came to nothing. Here's Puyol. Cesc Fabregas. And Pablo Ibanez. And Xabi. Here's Villa. Raul. Gets it. They're moving well down the right-hand side. Fernando Torres.
Well, the keeper didn't wait. He came forward and made the ball safe.
Here's Roberto Carlos. And Ronaldinho. Worked really hard to get the ball back then.
They work so well in tandem.
That was careless. Roberto Carlos. Win possession here. And Cafu dashes along the right flank. Lucio. And Ronaldinho.
A good cross should set something up.
Adriano. The keeper deals with it. And Xabi. Julio. Here's Xabi Alonso. Sergio Ramos. Here's Raul.
Well, he took no chances there, just knocked it out for a throw.
They can swing it in from the right wing. Solid defence in the box. Roberto Carlos. Juan. And Roberto Carlos. And Juan. Here's Cafu. Here's Zé Roberto. And Xabi Alonso. Vania. Here's Xabi. Julio. Here's Xabi Alonso. Raul. Julio. Here's Pablo Ibanez. Julio. Vania. They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. And Emerson. Ronaldinho. Nice stretching of the play, pushing forward. And Pablo Ibanez. Cesc Fabregas. And Pablo Ibanez. 15 minutes gone in the first half. Yep, he was offside there, with a massive relief for the opposition defenders. Roberto Carlos. Here's Juan. Roberto Carlos. And he lays it back. Here's Sergio Ramos. Xabi Alonso. He goes on himself. And Fernando Torres. Here's Xabi. Dealt with it expertly. Plays it back to the keeper. Kaká. It's easily picked up. Here's Sergio Ramos. And Pablo Ibanez. Villa. Here's Sergio Ramos. Wins the ball. Great defending. Got the all-important touch on the ball there. Opportunity here. Great opportunity to swing it over from the left there. Sturdy defence here. Juan. Roberto Carlos. And Zeraberto. Lucio. Well, they made the chance, but the shot swings past the right post.
The pass showed good vision to set that up. I'd love to have seen a better finish, though.
Here's Kaká. Adriano. Here's Cafu. Here's Xabi. Pernah. Extremely important interception there. And Puyol. Cesc Fabregas. Puyol. Cesc Fabregas. Here's Xabi. Brought an end to the attack. And Raul. Xabi. Ball one, good defending there. And Ronaldo. What can he do from here? Still with the ball in good attacking position too. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the right. Nothing wrong with that challenge, says the referee. Fernando Torres and Sergio Ramos went in and won the ball too. They're in possession down the left wing. Into the arms of the keeper. Pernah and Xabi. Pablo Ibanez. Down the right-hand channel. Xabi Alonso. He has quick feet. And Adriano. They're in possession down the right flank.
Chance for a good cross here.
Ronaldo. It's a save. Punched away and out for a corner. Drives it to the middle. They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. Minutes into the first half. Ronaldinho. And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. Pernah.
That was a superb interception.
Dealt with the threat well. cut out the pass. Here's Ronaldinho. Nice footwork. There's space on the wing. Clear. Roberto Carlos. Well found by his teammate.
Well, the through ball was not good enough. Danger's gone.
And Juan. Knocks it past the defence. Knocked it through.
This looks like a promising cross.
Roberto Carlos. Well, it may have looked a goal, but it's just a goal kick.
Well, it exposed a hole in the defence. He'll be sorry he didn't score.
Here's Adriano. Still on the ball here. Just needs a yard. On the attack here. It's over. Maybe couldn't control the ball enough on the shot.
Well, maybe he was unlucky on that one. Did well to find the space for the shot, though.
Runs with the ball towards the right flank. The free kick has been given here in a very dangerous position.
They could score the opener with this free kick.
Over the bar. Not really threatening the goalkeeper there. And Ronaldinho. Ronaldo. Emerson. Here's Cafu. They're in a good position down the right. Here's Kaká. Fernando Torres. Went to ground, but the referee says play on. And passes the ball back. Too obvious. He's off on the long run. The defence needs to be tight on their man here. And they have a throw-in deep in the opposition half. He's looking for the target. Concedes a free kick in a dangerous area here. In comes the cross. And Ronaldinho. They're breaking out quickly here. He needs to deliver a good ball in. Roberto. Here's Kaká. Careful.
He's got 3 men in the box.
They can deliver it in again. Crosses. And it's in. A stunning goal with his right. They lead the game by 1. A beautiful right foot finish. It's been a high turnout, but most of the crowd not happy about that goal.
A great effort. Took a lot of it. I'll go from there. Well, so far in this game, it's the only goal we can look at again.
They're ahead by a goal to 0. Julio. Ania. A mistimed lunge gives away a free kick. The yellow card is out here. Looking for him, and he'll need to be careful now for the rest of the game. Snuffed out the danger. Here's Raul. Well, the through pass came to nothing, and it's been cleared upfield. We have 5 minutes to go in this half, and just the 1 goal between the two sides. Cafu. Here's Kaká. It's created a counter raid for them. Will he put it away? Yes! That's a second in quick succession. Just before the break. A great shot into the left-hand corner. You could just sense the relief from the attacker and his teammates when that went in. The two-goal cushion does take the pressure off a little. It was a wonderful run and finish, don't you think, Kevin?
It's absolutely breathtaking. If there's one thing defenders don't like, it's players running at them.
It's 2-0 now, a two-goal cushion for them here. Julio.
That's well cut out.
He's on the rampage. And he heads it clear. He's the last defender. The linesman had to flag up then for offside. Top quality, close control. Hung onto the ball in a good position. And that's pushed behind by the keeper. Corner. It's sailing across the face of goal. Remarkable goal! They've now conceded 2 successive goals without reply. Just before half-time. That's an accurate, powerful header.
Coming back from 3 goals down is going to be tough.
Right, Trevor, it's 3-0 and they are looking good. Now, a handsome lead developing. Xabi Alonso. Says Fabregas. Here's Xabi Alonso. Good pass. The ball is over the line. It's a goal kick. Kaká. Cafu. Emerson. 2 more minutes is being shown on the board. Slides a great ball through. And it's a corner kick. Into the middle. Clear by the defender. Ronaldo. No, he didn't hit that one well enough. Not a bad effort, though. And Raul. Fernando Torres. Will this be a goal? Gets it. Xabi!
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Roberto. Here's Ronaldo. And Adriano. Is there room for a shot?
Good running off the ball here. A chance to whip it in.
There's the whistle for the end of the first half. And both managers with plenty to mull over here in preparing their half-time team talks. So, they've ended the half in the lead, Trevor.
The lead is a healthy one, but equally important is the defence, keeping a clean sheet.
3-0, and I think one team will be looking forward to the second half. second half underway. Will the players respond to their respective managers' half-time team talks? No sign of any substitutions yet. Juan doesn't manage to get that one through. Down the right.
Here's a chance to whip it in.
Will he test the keeper? Keeper has been kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today.
There's not a lot of support. Sergio Ramos. Here's Xabi Alonso. Brought an end to the attack. Carries the ball through the middle. Hold on to possession here. Play surges forward. What will he do from here? Good running on the ball. Emerson. And Xabi Alonso. And Raul. Here's Puyol. Puyol. Here's Xabi Alonso. Pania. Puyol. Pania. Here's Emerson. Here's Ronaldo. Juan. Here's Zé Roberto. Start the attack dead then. Here's Xabi Alonso. Possession gain there. He dribbles out to the left.
He set up nicely for the cross here.
Kaka tries again. He makes sure of it this time. Superbly done. They're in such a commanding position. The second half has barely kicked off. He was on hand for the rebound. What do you make of that, Trevor? Could the keeper perhaps done better with the initial save?
Well, there's always the risk if you don't hold on to it or tip it behind.
It's 4-0 and they're running away with this one. It looks like a substitution is going to be made. Here's Adriano. Juan. And Ronaldinho. They can swing it in from the left wing. Showed his quality in defence there with that interception. Here's Xabi Alonso. Kaka. Here's Ronaldinho. Trouble for the defence from the left. It's their first substitution today. Hoping for more goals. Here's another striker. Crossing opportunity. Cleared away. And Kaka. Here's Emerson. They're in possession down the right flank. A good, solid defensive header.
Well, he was never under threat and came off his line well for that.
Pania. Cesc Fabregas. And Xabi Alonso. Get a free kick in a very dangerous position. Can they do something with it? There are two men in the wall. Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso. Puyol. Here's Ronaldo. And Lucio. Here's Kaká. Emerson. Here's Fernando Torres.
A perfect ball.
It's knocked back to the keeper. Emerson. Good interception here. Here's Luis Garcia. And Javi. Villa. It's over the bar. That was close.
Well, some of the crowd thought that one was on its way in. And what a goal it would have been.
Lucio. Juan. Roberto Carlos. Doesn't manage to get that one through. And Fernando Torres. Quick thinking on the interception, but he needs to pass. Still with the ball in good attacking position too. The defence has done well so far. Can he find half a yard here? He goes down, but was he inside the area? Penalty given, and the referee says it's a ball kick too. Out comes the yellow card.
Well, that's the kind of thing referees have been told to clamp down.
They have a wonderful opportunity with this penalty.
Yes, this is vital because the ball...
Astonishing goal! He really got behind that one.
Great penalty. Textbook spot.
Three-goal margin now at 4-1. Here's Kaká. Down the right flank. They're making good progress down the right side. Ronaldo. Clearance picked up, might have a dig from here. Roberto Carlos. Cleared safely. Here's Xavi. Fernando Torres. Raul. Receives it in space. Traps the ball neatly. Luis Garcia.
And the keeper has it under control.
And Luis Garcia. Good pass. Can surely put it away. Here's Luis Garcia. Another attempt. Another. That's a fantastic finish. Oh no, the flags are. The referee says no goal.
I think the referee hesitated on the decision. It was so difficult to tell though.
Lucio. And Juan. Roberto Carlos. And Lucio. Cafu. Good interception here.
That was a superb interception.
And Sergio Ramos. Here's Luis Garcia. Raul. Showed his defensive quality there. And Roberto Carlos. See Roberto. Roberto Carlos. Juan. And Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. The referee blows his whistle. The assistant referee had his flag up. And I think it's the right decision too. Get the ball back. Here's Ronaldo. In possession and getting forward here. Villa. That one is intercepted. Now have possession here. And Puyol. Sergio Ramos. They're in possession down the right flank. It's been cleared. Here's Luis Garcia. Pania. Julio. Here's Puyol. Raul. Danger here. Held by the keeper. And Ronaldinho. Here's Emerson. Down the right-hand channel. They're in a good position down the right. And he crosses. Goal inside here. Fans will be disappointed there.
It's so important for the marker to snuff out goal attempts like that.
Brings a through ball down the middle. What a finish! And that gave them a comfortable lead. And he puts it away with his right. It was a superb ball in behind the defence.
Yes, it's always hard to defend against a team that can play that kind of football.
They've added another. What do you make of that one, Trevor?
But it's certainly given their supporters something to shout about.
Such a healthy lead here. Raul. Almost 75 minutes have gone. Villa. Good interception here. Still in possession here. And Kaká. Ronaldo. And Adriano. Oh, great defending there. That's picked up by the goalkeeper. Here's Sergio Ramos. Says Fabregas. Here's Raul. Hold on to the ball. Good attacking position too here. Pania. Controls it well. And Raul. Xabi Alonso. Here's Sergio Ramos. And Villa. He's cut the pass out beautifully. Pushing further forward. Stop the attack well. Pania. Here's Villa. Intercepted the through pass, and it's cleared to safety. Adriano. And Emerson. Here's Ronaldinho. Wonderfully won there. Fernando Torres. Possession maintained here. He could swing it in here. They win the throw deep inside the opponent's half. Their second substitution of the day. He's being replaced, and he was literally running on empty out there. Gets it out of there. Here's Kaká. A mistimed lunge there. Free kick given. And that is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for that tackle. Now he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game. And Kaka. Xavi Alonso. And Luis Garcia. Here's Roberto Carlos. Kaka. Still in possession here. Down the right flank.
Chance to deliver it in.
Well cleared. Here's Raul. Looking around for support. No way through. Roberto Carlos. Juan. Here's Roberto Carlos. And Lucio. And he takes the return. Cut out well. Cafu. Ball held on to there. And they switch it. And Ronaldinho. Juan. Here's Roberto Carlos. Pernah. Here's Villa. Xavi. He has quick feet. Well won there. Held on to the ball there. And Ronaldo. Slipped through the gap. In the safe hands of the keeper. Pernah. Here's Xavi. The clock counting down. Says Fabregas. Dealt with that threat well. Here's Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos. Here's Ronaldinho. And Ronaldo. Here's Juan. And Roberto Carlos. And they still have possession here. Kaka. They're defending well. Will he find the space? The manager will be disappointed with the keeper there, but the defence reacted well. They can swing it in from the right wing. Ronaldo! And the ball goes into touch deep in opposition territory. It looks like he'll go for a cross. Well held by the keeper. And Reyes. Pernah. And Xavi. Possession maintained here. Reyes. See Roberto. That pass didn't make it. And Luis Garcia. Luis Garcia. And Kaka. And Cafu. Lucio. Here's Juan. And Juan. Here's Roberto Carlos. Caught him there, free kick. Kaka. Xavi. And Xavi. Villa. Doesn't manage to get that one through. There's the final whistle. They cruised to victory by a massive margin. What for you was a decisive factor, Trevor?
Well, I think their determination gave them what they wanted.
That's all we have time for this evening. So thanks to Trevor Brooking.
Thanks, Peter. What a game it was.
And we hope to see you for the next broadcast. Goodbye. Let's hope we're in for a cracker. You never know quite what is going to happen in this game. And Cambiasso. Just didn't get anywhere near the ball. Free kick. The break is on. Really stopped in his tracks there. Wilton wins possession to stop the attack.
It's a good move to intercept that ball.
Really stopped in his tracks there. Here's Zidane. He intercepts. They're moving well down the left-hand side. Wilton! And Riquelme. Crespo. Mascherano. Here's Maxi Rodriguez. Sturdy defence here. Gallant. Vieira. Here's Thuram. Sanyo. And Wilton. Still on the ball here. Gallas. And Vieira. Abidal. Here's Gallas. Vieira. Gallas. Ribery. Here's Henry. Ayala. Here's Hense. Soren. Here's Hense. He's carrying the ball forward. Took him out. Free kick awarded. The referee has sent him off. Well, his manager is absolutely livid. I have to say that's a big call by the referee, a controversial one, and it may well change the outcome of this match. There are. Well, I think the keeper was aware it was going over.
I think he was right to have a go, and his teammates will agree, I'm sure.
And Henry. Possession lost there. Sanyo. Here's Vieira. Had the ball now. Hense. Here's Riquelme. Here's Cambiasso. Gordiso. Maxi Rodriguez. defence has made it through. Ball given away there. There's not a lot of support. Brought an end to the attack. Looking for support now. Wiltor! Mascherano. And Sorin. The dangerous snuffed out. Wiltor. And Zidane. Really stopped in his tracks there. And it's given to the keeper. Sorin. Here's Saviola. Hense. And Cambiasso. Gordiso. Cambiasso. Here's Crespo. Gordiso. Mascherano. And Riquelme. Cambiasso. He's carrying the ball forward. Minutes gone. Mascherano. Here's Hense. Cambiasso.
A good cross should set something up.
Crespo. That won't worry the keeper. It's way off to the right. And Zidane. Henry.
He's set up nicely for the cross here.
Will he put it away? Abida. And Zidane. Wilton. He intercepts. And Crespo. Mascherano. Abida. Ribery. And Vieira.
A solid defensive play there coming out that pass and clearing it well.
Brought down on the chest. And Wilton. They're in possession down the right flank. Can he pick out a teammate? Looking for the shot. Can they keep defending like that? Here's Vieira. Extremely important interception there. Sorin. Here's Hense. Riquelme. Mascherano. Here's Cambiasso. Oh, great defending there. Ribery. Down the left-hand channel. He's looking for the target. There it is. The defender do well to block the cross. It's out for a corner. To the target in the middle. Here's Riquelme. Wilton. Henry. Knocks it back to the keeper.
It's a clever move to intercept that ball.
The goalkeeper next in position to come forward and collects the ball. Sorin. Here's Hense. Mascherano. And Riquelme. Here's Hense. He continues his run down the right. Makalele. Win possession here. Can he find his man? To the man in space. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. Breaking through. Giving away possession. Bisa. Maxi Rodriguez. Bisa.
This looks like a promising cross.
Maxi Rodriguez. Soren. Mascherano. Keep possession. Here's Riquelme. Gets it. Riquelme. Didn't give it away. Advancing on goal here. The free kick has been given here. A very dangerous position. He's gone for it. It's over. Too high.
Well, he hasn't got his lucky boots on today, has he? That's a shame, but not a bad effort.
Almost 30 minutes gone. It's a low cross. Here's Soren. Sends it back to him. Hense. Soren. Here's Hense. Mascherano. Cambiasso. Saviola. Wiltor. Hang on to the ball there.
Oh, look at that. It's a great run.
Samuel. Here's Makalele. Going for goal. Held by the keeper. Looking for support now. Vieira. Wiltor. Vieira. Abidal. Ribery. This time lunge, free kick given. And that's a yellow card for him. Maybe a harsh decision it would seem. He wouldn't get the ball. That's what matters to the referee. In comes the cross. Here's Crespo. Saviola. Hense. And Soren runs with the ball towards the left flank. Kelly. Mascherano. Can't help the pass. Dealt with the threat expertly. Here's Maxi Rodriguez. Kicks it over the defence. They can swing it in from the right wing.
Could this be a chance?
The keeper deals with it. Ribery. Possession lost there. Mascherano. He's carrying the ball forward. They challenge. Here's Cambiasso. Mascherano. Well, the through pass came to nothing and it's been cleared upfield. Here's Zidane. Had the ball now. Wonderfully won there. Abida. Ribery. And Vieira. Abida. What an end to the attack. And Crespo. Saviola. Here's Riquelme. Nice through ball to the wing. We're in possession here. Runs with the ball towards the right flank. Sturdy defence here. No goals here, and in truth, it's looking set to stay that way with half-time fast approaching. Zidane. And Makelele. Hung on to the ball in a good position. Brings it under control. Solid defence in the box. Easily picked up. Ribery. They can swing it in from the left wing. Played into the middle. Good pass. Waste opportunity, not on target there.
Well, maybe he was unlucky on that one. Did well to find the space for the shot, though.
And Henry. And passes the ball back. Zidane. Perfectly executed.
And the ball ends up in the keeper's gloves.
Hense. Only 1 minute to be added on. Saviola. Mascherano. Riquelme. Abida. Galles. And Vieira. Wilton. They're making good progress down the right side.
It's a good cross.
Gets it in space. They have another chance. The whistle goes for half-time, and the players head off to the dressing rooms, with the managers, no doubt, having plenty to say during the break. Well, what do you think, Trevor? A good game so far, but no goals.
Yeah, it's a shame, really, because both teams are more than capable of getting them. In fact, though, it might just have to be a defensive error that gives us the break.
Well, we hope it's not going to be the final score, but at the break, it's 0-0. They kick off. Let's see how the players on both sides respond to their half-time team talks. Let's see which team can take control in the second half. The ball still with them here. Here's Gallas. Zidane. Snuffed out the danger. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. And Zidane. And Henry. Ribery. Here's Vieira. And Wiltor. Samuel. He dribbles out to the right. Wins the ball, great defending. Sends the ball wide. Can he put in a decent cross? Clear. Zidane. Henry. Cut it out nicely. Budiso. Here's Cambiasso. Mascherano. Hense. Well, not a good tackle at all. Free kick given. Yellow card. Well, I must say that does seem a little harsh. But he was nowhere near the ball, so maybe the right decision really by the referee. He is strong in the air. He's still on the run. Here's Henry. Ribery. And Makelele stops it nicely. Solid defence into the box. Crespo. Ball given away there. And Makelele. Samuel. Can he create something here? Here's Sorin. Riquelme. Mascherano. Here's Gallas. Turan. Henry! It's an amazing goal! That's the opener. Just after the break. He was alive for the chance of a rebound and took full advantage in a ruthless fashion. Now, did you see the man on the bench celebrating like he won the lottery when that went in? It's a matter of how much winning this game means to him. They haven't looked in much trouble, have they really, Trevor? But now they've gone behind, they'll be so disappointed with the goal, won't they?
Yes, they will. So now they need to focus all their energy on grabbing the equaliser.
The route down the right is his preferred option.
Well, the defender blocked it out well there. He wasn't going to let the cross past it. Corner kick.
Who's waiting in the middle? They win the throw kick inside the opponent's half. They're in a good position down the right. Here's Vieira. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. Still in possession, in a good position here. Collects the ball nicely. Will he find the target? Surely this one. They escape the danger and across to the throw-in. He needs to deliver a good ball in. It's another throw in a dangerous situation. Throw in from a dangerous area again. Will he go long here? Pass picked off. Big chance. Oh, it's got him. They've let in another one. He tucked it away superbly into the right-hand corner. Their lead looking more comfortable now. Will we see a switch to defensive tactics there, I wonder? It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
Yes, that was an absolute classic.
Although 2-0 now, they can't get too complacent. Possession lost there. Soren. Here's Cambiasso. Guadiso. Down the right. Stopped him well there. Makalele. Well worked to win possession. Oh, great defending there. Makalele. Zidane. Wiltor. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the right. Henry! It's there! They've given away another goal. 60th minute of the game. He squeezed in his second goal of the game.
He's on fire today. They've looked very comfortable since scoring the second. But it wouldn't surprise me if we see more goals.
Yes, thank you, Trevor. So it's 3-0. It's 3-0, and they don't look like giving anything away. We've reached the hour mark. Hense. Soren. Held on to the ball there. Here's Hense. Down the right-hand channel. He's looking for the target. Header away. They can swing it in from the right wing. He intercepted the through pass, and it's clear to safety. Makalele and Wiltor. Ball up, good defending there. Here's Vieira. Is there space for a shot?
That's a well-timed clearance.
Intercepted. Finds his man. This is a dangerous throw-in for the defence to face. And Sanyo. Here's Vieira. And Turan.
It's a promising ball in.
Kelme. And Saviola. Turan. Abida. Ribery. And Henry. Abida. And Zidane. Wiltor! A magnificent goal! It's hard to see them throwing this away now. It's a hat-trick.
He's going to remember today for a long, long time. He's been head and shoulders above anyone else on the pitch.
Could the keeper have done better there, Trevor?
Well, I think he'd be disappointed having kept the first shot out.
Trevor, what did you make of that goal?
I think it's boosted their confidence knowing people.
It's 4-0. They've been on fire in front of goal today. Maxi Rodriguez. Mascherano. Here's Hetze. And Sorin. And he lays it back. Poor ball, come out. Abidal. Ribery. Abidal. And Henry. Ribery. Here's Makalele. Wilton. And Vieira. Dealt with the threat expertly. Sorin. Here's Riquelme. They give away possession. Showed his defensive quality there. Guadiso. Here's Sorin. Hetze. Here's Hetze. There's an aerial bounce through. Mascherano. Hetze. No, it doesn't pick out his man. Looking around for support. And Turan. Wilton. And Riquelme. Hetze. Crespo. Riquelme. Maxi Rodriguez. A really careless pass there. And Henry. Vieira. And Henry. Abidal. Well, one good defending there. Mascherano. Here's Hetze. And Cambiasso. Approaching the last 15 minutes of the game. Don't give it away there. Hetze. And Sorin. Riquelme. Here's Hetze. And Cambiasso. Here's Maxi Rodriguez. Intercepted well. Had the ball now. He's carried the ball forward.
Chance to deliver it in.
A chance here.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Wilton. Here's Zidane. Kept possession well on the attack here. And the ball remains in the danger zone. Crespo. Makalele. Get the ball back. Stopped him well there. And passes the ball back. Not the man there, surely, yet free kick is given. Ribery. To the man in space. Lays it back to the keeper. Riquelme. And Saviola. And Riquelme. Hetze. Sorin. Crespo. Good pass. He's looking for support. All one here. Here's Maxi Rodriguez. Here's Soren. Soren. Maxi Rodriguez. Down the line. It's going right in front of goal.
Solid defending there, and a good clearance.
Here's Riquelme. Soren. Hense. Here's Riquelme. Here's Soren. Spreading the play well. Chance to cross. Read the play so well and got to the ball. Great work. Mascherano.
He cut that one out very well.
They give away possession. Chance for a counter then. They're moving well down the right-hand side. A headed clearance. Crespo. Wilton.
A good delivery needed here.
Picked up by the keeper. Mascherano. Good interception here. And Cambiasso. Maxi Rodriguez. Mascherano. Well found by his teammate. Gets it. Stayed on the ball. Promising position here. Saviola! They're defending well. Very well indeed. Sorry. Attack came to nothing. And Sanyo. We're into the last 5 minutes. Maxi Rodriguez. Poorly attempted pass. Here's Vieira. Makalele. Abidal. He's on the rampage. Wonderfully won there. Here's Cambiasso. And Soren. Buadiso. Maxi Rodriguez. And Saviola. Buadiso. Caught in possession. Chance here. Will he get a shot away? Mistake could have been costly. The defender was quick to react and close it to safety. So it's a corner. To the target in the middle. Here's Soren. Solid clearance snuffs out the danger. A low crowd beatable. Impressive defending. There'll be 1 extra minute for stoppages. Soren. Trying to prise open the defence by switching to the other side. Wilton. And they still have possession here. Here's Wilton. Sends it back to him. And Turan. Here's Vieira. Zidane. Ribery. Here's Riquelme. Win the ball back. There's the whistle, that's it! All in all, that ended up being an easy day's work. So it's now time for us to leave tonight's coverage. My thanks go to Trevor.
I've enjoyed every minute of it, Peter.
And so until the next time, it's goodbye from both of us. There's the kickoff. I wonder what drama will unfold today. Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one. And Robin. And Van Bommel. Well read and intercepted. Here's Owen. Crouch. Stay on the ball there. Possession lost there. And Snyder. Here's Van Bommel. And Van Persie. Here's Heitinga. Great defending there. Owen. Crouch. And Ashley Cole. Joe Cole. Offside flag raised. He was just in an offside position then. So free kick to the opposition. And Koku. Here's Heitinga. Beyond the last defender. The linesman had his flag up then for offside. And Lampard. Joe Cole. We're in possession down the left wing. That's a good ball in. What a save!
The keeper couldn't catch it, but touched it to save it and out for a corner now.
It's sailing across the face of goal. Will he find the target? And it's still not properly cleared. Clearance picked up. Will he have a go? Lampard. He's looking for a free man. Joe Cole. Tremendous through ball. Here's Joe Cole. Dealt with a threat expertly. And Van Bronckhorst. Oh, really snap defending. Ball stolen from him. And it's in the net. Goal! They'll run up. In the opening minutes of the game. Struck it with his right foot.
There really was no stopping that.
For the win. Here's Snyder. Kaku. Went in and won the ball too. Well worked to win the ball. And Van Bommel. Van Nistelrooy. Here's Heitinga. No challenge, says the ref. Gerrard. And Terry. Here's Joe Cole. Can he find a free man? And Beckham. Crouch. And Owen. Stop the attack dead then. The keeper has to deal with it. Here's Ashley Cole. Down the left flank. Dealt with the threat expertly. Van Bommel. Heitinga. And Koku. Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. And Owen. Crouch. And Joe Cole. Through to the flank. Here's Van Nistelrooy. Robben. Koku. Robben. Knocked it through. Important interception there. Gerrard. Joe Cole. And Ashley Cole. And he's off along the left touchline. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. On the volley. What will he do here? Here's Joe Cole. And the defence cuts out that through ball. Snyder. Van Nistelrooy. Snyder. And Van Persie. Van Bommel. Still have it in a good position here. Receives a pass.
It's a good cross.
15 minutes have passed.
He's looking so comfortable.
Can you get a clean strike here? It's out of play, and that's a goal kick. And Snyder. Koku. Possession lost there. And Van Nistelrooy. Still in possession here. Wins the ball, great defending. Beckham. Here's Ferdinand. They give away possession. Van Nistelrooy. Showed his defensive quality there. And he wants it back. Lampard. And Gary Neville. He chooses to go down the right. Well worked to win the ball. Koku. And Snyder. Here's Van Persie. Ball one. Good defending there. Knocked it through. That sails wide of the left post. Not a bad effort though.
I think the striker panicked a little bit there, you know. Even a one-on-one is often harder than it looks.
Worked really hard to get the ball back there. Here's Snyder. Nice footwork. Nice pass. And Heitinga. He's hit the ball in. Oh, it's in! What a goal! They're back on level terms. Off the left post and in.
I don't think either side will be happy with the draw here. I think we'll see some great attacking football now from both sides. There was nothing the keeper could do with it.
They've got back on level terms, Trevor.
Yes, but I can't see that being the end of the action. Unless I want to draw it, and I think we'll see them both go all out for the win.
Well won there. The defence needs to be tight on their man here. Ball given away there. Worked really hard to get the ball back there. Van Persie. And Van Nistelrooy. Crouch. And Owen. Van Persie. Heitinga. And Snyder. Mattison. Here's Van Bronckhorst.
That was a poor pass.
Got the all-important touch on the ball there. Play goes down, the play on is the goal. And he's looking to play it into the channel, into the arms of the keeper. Van Persie. Here's Van Nistelrooy. Good running on the ball. Oh, it's got him. What a turnaround. He's got another. Great goal there, Trevor. A superb run and finish.
What a magnificent talent. When he has the ball at his feet, there's no one quite like him. This is how the goal came about.
They put themselves in front, Trevor. Can they hold on now for the win?
Well, as long as they keep their concentration, I don't see why not.
They're just not clicking with each other. Owen. Possession gained there. Great work to win the ball. Crouch. And Van Bommel. Van Nistelrooy. We've reached the half-hour mark. Here's Kaku. Heitinga. Down the right. Throw in a good position. Will they employ the long throw here? Completely mistimed his tackle there. Gives away a free kick. It's a red. I think everyone, not least the offender himself, is very surprised here, but the referee did seem to make up his mind pretty quickly on that one. Who will take it? Can he put it in a decent cross? And Kaku. Didn't give the ball away and still they advance. And Bronckhorst. Still in possession and a good position here. Van Nistelrooy. A little too high.
I think he made the right decision to have a go. Perhaps he was unlucky on the strike.
And Van Nistelrooy dealt with that threat well. Lampard. No way through. Here's Van Bommel. And Van Persie. Just didn't get anywhere near the ball. Free kick. He crosses it in. Kaku. Here's Lampard. Gary Neville. And Lampard. Gary Neville. It's been cleared.
Chance for a good cross here.
Lampard. Looking for support now. Ball cut out. Here's Koku. Here's Robin. Koku. And Van Bommel. They've broken free on the wing. Gathered has a sight of goal. Owen. Some good running off the ball, putting the pressure on. Here's Beckham. Beckham. Owen! The keeper's looking nervous. He has his defence to thank for saving him there. They're just not clicking with each other. And Snyder. Here's Van Nistelrooy. Tinker. Crouch. And Lampard. Here's Beckham. Worked really hard to get the ball back then. Down the middle. Here's Beckham. Here's Gary Neville. Still have it in a good position here. Terry. Here's Gerrard. Weir. And Van Bommel. Made no attempt to play the ball. Koku. Robin. What did he conjure up here? Trouble for the defence from the left.
Plenty of options for a cross.
Gets it out of there. Difference of one goal here with a half-time break coming up. And Koku. Stop the attack well. What a through ball.
This looks like a promising cross.
And Percy. That was a side netting.
Good effort on the goal, but not good enough.
Here's Van Nistelrooy. Snyder. Van Persie. Read that well. Reads it well. And Oya. Van Bronckhorst. There's not a lot of support. They're in possession down the left wing. Owen. Possession lost there. Robin. Van Nistelrooy. They're moving well down the left-hand side. Can he put it away? It's clear. At the ball now. The defence have been left flat-footed. Finds his man. Here comes the cross. Clearance picked up, they have a shot. Gets it away with his head. The first half is over and the teams head off to the dressing rooms. The managers have had plenty to mull over before giving their half-time team talks. How did you see that half, Trevor?
Well, I think some of the players will be disappointed by not being given the ball early enough. The play feels quite restricted. They'll be happy with the scoreline, though.
So, looking at the scoreboard, 2-1 it reads as we await the second half. As the second half kicks off, let's hope we're in store for a great half of football here. No substitutions yet as we go into the second half. Keeper's ball. Here's Lampard. Here's Beckham. No, it doesn't pick out his man. Ashley Cole and Gerrard and Ashley Cole. That's picked up by the goalkeeper. Here's Heitinger. Don't give it away there. Van Bommel. Good interception here. Crouch. Here's Lampard. And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. Heitinger. Here's Van Persie. Robin. And Van Bronckhorst. Can you get a clean strike here? Another bite of the cherry. Here's Gerrard. Weir. Here's Van Bronckhorst. Lampard. Beckham. Gary Neville. Gerrard. Stopped him well there. Crouch. Here's Ashley Cole. Poor ball intercepted. Van Persie. Van Bommel. And Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. The break is on.
Oh, look at that. It's a great run. It's a great chance. The goalkeeper didn't hang back there, but came up and made the ball his.
Excellent defending there. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. It's looking for support. Stopped the attack well. Owen! Wasted opportunity, not on target there.
Good skill on the pass to find some space. Should have finished better.
Owen. And Gerrard. Can he find his man? What will he do here? Great opportunity to swing it over from the left there. Beckham. He needs to deliver a good ball in. Careless pass picked off. And Snyder.
A great skill.
Van Bronckhorst. That's a disappointing effort on goal.
You know, I think the striker made the right decision to go for the lob shot, but he just didn't quite connect with the ball properly.
Here's Beckham. The danger is snuffed out. And Van Persie. He's carried the ball forward. Can he shoot? Still with possession. They can attack from here. The assistant referee's flag was raised. It was just offside. Good call. Ferdinand. Beckham. Here's a throw in a potentially dangerous area too. There's a chance for a cross here. Pass cut out. Maybe there's a route to goal here. A lovely ball through. Owen! You can't throw chances like that away.
The defence let him get the shot in. There has to be more alert.
Here's Owen. Beckham. Here's Snyder. Kaku. Here's Van Bommel. Picks the ball up. Still have it in a good position here. He continues his run down the left. Snyder. Gloriously done. They extend their lead. 60th minute of the game. A hat-trick.
Just unbelievable. He looks so confident, and there's nothing the defence can do to stop him.
They've added another. What do you make of that one, Trevor?
Peter, there's never a bad time to score, and I think they'll be looking.
It's 3-1 here, a 2-goal cushion now. 15 minutes into the second half. Lampard. And Owen. The assistant referee had his flag up. Not too happy though about the decision. But it is a free kick. Kaku. Shot him down there. Gives away a free kick. And that is a yellow card. And I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for that tackle. Now he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game. Here's Kaku. And back Backwards. Looking around for support.
He's going to have to go on his own.
The danger passes with a timely deflection. It is a corner though. Who's waiting in the middle?
He almost made it.
The keeper made a fine save. Beckham. Can he find a free man? On the ball here. They win possession. Crouch. Still with the ball in good attacking position too. Stopped it nicely. Ball one, good defending there. And Kaku. And challenge there, free kick given. Gerrard. He has to do better than that. And Oya. He's still on the run.
Good passing with a lovely little touch. That's picked up by the keeper.
Lampard. And Gerrard. Beckham. Here's Lampard. The defender was quick to see this one.
Chance to deliver it in.
In comes the cross. Snyder. Here's Snyder. And high Tinga. Snyder. Here's Van Bommel. They're making good progress down the right side. The referee has given a corner kick. They'll battle for this in the middle.
Oh, maybe the pressure's got to him. It's well over the bar.
Owen. Ball given away there. Finds himself in the area. Lampard.
He would be sorry his teammate couldn't make better use of that cross.
Showed his defensive quality with that interception. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. Intercepted. Stopped him well there. Here's Owen.
The defence needs to be more alert on the left.
Well worked to win the ball. And Van Nistelrooy. Whistle goes, and the assistant referee has his flag up. Could have run just a little too early there. Snyder. Back to the keeper. And Lampard. Completely mistimed his tackle there. Gives away a free kick. And that's a yellow card for him. A harsh decision, it would seem. He got the ball, and that's what matters to the referee. There are a few options available here. He punched the ball for safety. And the defence really dug the keeper out of that one. Throw in. It's a super jinking run. Almost 75 minutes have gone. Kaku. And Tinga down the right-hand channel. Nicely set up by the through pass there. A perfect ball in. Will he shoot? Oh, that's just skimmed past the left post.
Good effort on the goal, but not good enough.
Gerrard. And Broncos. And Kaku. Van Bommel. Timely interception. Crouch. And Lampard. Beckham.
That through ball has put the defence on the back foot.
Beckham! He's got it!
Take the ball and restart quick. You still have lots to do.
The game is beginning to open up again. Then they'll be fired up by having the goal back. That was a magnificent ball in, Trevor.
Yes, but it wasn't just the cross. The header also matched it perfectly.
So, Trevor, they've nicked one back.
Yes, this could certainly make things interesting for the next few.
Were there any signs of them making this kind of comeback, Trevor?
Certainly they've looked sharper, their passing's been better. They've really stepped up a gear.
And Matt Thiessen. Here's Van Bronckhorst. And Koku. The ball's still with them here. Owen. And Beckham. Gary Neville. Here's Lampard. Beckham. Ferdinand. Terry. Here's Ferdinand. Beckham. And Gary Neville. Lampard. Gerrard. Attack came to nothing. Van Bommel. Here's Heitinga. They're just not clicking with each other.
It's a clever move to intercept that ball.
Van Bommel. Had the ball now. Owen. Here's Van Nistelrooy. Moving up the field, stretching the play. Can he make a chance? It's wide to the right post. A reasonable attempt, though.
But it begs a question, should he have passed the ball?
Van Nistelrooy.
The right back's got to stay alert. This is a testing ball in.
Owen. And Rooney. Nice stretching of the play, pushing forward. Lampard. Went in and won the ball too. He's off down the left wing. They can swing it in from the left wing. Beckham. The defence needs to be tight on their man here. Beckham. The through ball sets up the attack. Rooney! Yes! They claimed an equaliser. A great effort. Well, I have to admit, I didn't think the goal was ever going to come for it. It proved me wrong.
Peter, this really opens the game up. With not much time left to settle it.
It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
Right, and I think that would give the team a little boost. So this was the goal to make it all square.
They've tied it up. This is going to make it interesting now. Only 5 minutes remain, and there's nothing to separate the two sides. Will we see a winner here? Well found by his teammate. Can he test the keeper? Throw and given away in a dangerous position. They could break the deadlock here with a good ball in. It's clear. Here's Heitinga. Won the ball well. Nice stretching of the play, pushing forward. Slides a great ball through.
Chance for a good cross here. It's a promising ball in.
The ball's out for a goal kick. Koku. Well worked to win the ball. Ferdinand. Carragher. Lampard.
Well, he instinctively read the pass.
Here's Koku. Lanzard.
A solid defensive play there, cutting out that pass and clearing it well.
Goes the flag. He was just caught on the wrong side there of the opposition back line. Showed his defensive quality there. Only 2 minutes to be added on. Here's Lampard. Does well to keep the ball. A poor attempt at a pass. Ferdinand. Terry. And Lampard. Rooney arrives in the box.